Hi guys. So we are back again with another video and another topic, and this time we are going to talk about our G1 license in Canada.
Exactly, because without driving, there is no life in Canada.
Right, because finding bus route, going walking, and right now the winter is coming, so you need to get a
Yeah,
car.
and with the winters, the festivals are also coming. Like we have Diwali in a few days, then we'll have Christmas, then New Year. So, you'll miss all the events if you don't have a car.
All right, so this video is dedicated to step by step what we experienced when we went to get G1. So I don't have a G1 right now. She appeared for that. She got the extract and everything. So we are going to go step by step on what is the process to get G1. So step number one is
That's getting a DL extract from your own country, because that is a document which proves that you were driving back in your country with a minimum of 6 months of experience, which holds a value here, and you can directly go from G1 to G2 or to G, and that helps a lot just because the time gap between you can say between G1 and G2 is 8 months. You have to wait for 8 months if you don't have a DL extract.
If you don't have an extract, it's a bit tough for you, right?
Yeah.
And make sure, guys, if you get an extract, it is signed and duly stamped by the transport authority, whichever it is in your city or in your country.
Right.
Make sure it is stamped, and the name should match your name and your father's name, or that
All
should
the
match
details
properly.
on the license should match with the
Should
DL
match,
extract,
and
okay?
it should match with your passport or whichever ID you are going to get in the driving center.
Yeah, and if you don't have that, then get a document like an affidavit that you go by 2 names or 3 names.
Something like
okay?
that. The affidavit should be required. All right, now step number 2 is about the timings. What is a good time to go to the center to appear for G1?
It's like any time is good to go. It's just that before the office closes, you have to be there at least 1 hour before that happens.
But everywhere we used to read and watch that we should be there by 7 a.m. You should, there are big queues, there are big lines. But here, something different happened.
Yeah, so can you believe that there was no queue? Those people are so organized.
Which was at what time? Like
I went at 4 o'clock, imagine.
after office.
Yeah, after office. And everything went so smooth just because they have a well-managed system. So you don't need to worry about the timings.
So what we did, we didn't do any homework. We just, put it in our Google map, which is the nearest, test center. We just went there and we saw no one was there. It was all empty. We didn't go to 7 a.m. or anything like that.
Right, because you don't need to take an appointment for G1. For G2 and G exam, you have to book the bookings, but you don't have to. That's a walk-in. You go and you appear for it.
Now, step number 3, which I already talked about, look for the nearest test center, right?
Yeah.
Which is near to you. Just look for that and go at any time which suits you.
Yeah, so the offices are open from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays it is 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
Yeah.
And once you are there, you have to get a token, I guess.
Yeah, so they are very systematic in these things. They will ask you for your photo ID and your driving license from your country if you have, and then they'll issue you a token based on if you are a new driver or if you are driving back in your country. Then there are several counters, like there are 7 to 8 counters. You have to go there. There is a screen. The numbers will keep on getting displayed on which counter you have to go, and this is how it is.
And tell me, what is the cost? Do they, once you get the token, do you have to pay there, and what is the cost?
No, initially you don't have to pay on the first counter. That happens when you start with your initial step of the test, that is your eye test.
Oh, okay. So you have to appear for eye test once you get the token?
Yes, that when...
Is that a severe eye test, the...
Not at all. That is one of the easiest eye tests I have ever seen.
Okay.
It's like they will first take all your documents, including your DL extract. And DL extract is something which you have to leave with them only. They won't
keep it.
Yeah,
they won't return it. They'll return your photo ID and your license, but they won't return the extract.
Right. So in the test, first of all, a number was displayed which you had to look in. They have a big machine, you have to look inside it. And if you wear spectacles, please don't forget to take along your spectacles. It's very important. First, that is a number test. Then they will check for the right and the left signals, and then lights will be flashing in the center.
And you have to tell which side the light is flashing.
Yeah. So that's it.
After the light test, like eye test or light.
Yeah. So once you are done with your eye test, they'll make you sign the form where all your details will be there. You have to check all the details thoroughly, just because you have to make sure your date of birth doesn't go wrong.
Right. And you have to pay the fees. Now you have to pay the fees.
Yeah. Now we have to pay the fees. So for
What is the
G1,
cost? Yes.
if you have a DL extract, then you have to pay around $105.
Okay.
And if you don't have a DL extract, then you have to pay $158.
And that doesn't include the fees of G or G2. That is only the fees for
G1.
G1.
But that is in the case if you are paying $105. So if you appear for your G2 or directly for your G, then you have to pay the fees accordingly. But if you are a new driver and you are going step by step, then you have to pay the fees for G1 plus G2, that is $158.
Right. Now, so how was the test? I think you got the token and you were waiting for your turn to give the test?
No, I didn't have to wait after that, just because once I was done with all my documentation part, they told me to walk in. Then there is a separate room where touchscreen monitors are there. You will get your test there, and there is no time boundary, so you don't need to worry. You have half an hour or something. You can take your own time, do it on your own pace. Before the center closes, you just have to finish it.
And how was the test? Was it easy?
Yeah.
Was it tough? Or which app helped you?
Yeah, so for the test, I followed G1 Genius. That's a very good app. You just practice the questions on that. If you are through with all the parts, there are
will be through.
Yeah, just because it's quite easy.
And
So,
like in how many minutes you finished the test then?
I took around like 15 minutes hardly. Because, if you are through with all the questions, then there are 2 sections. One is of science, 20 questions, and the other one is of rules, 20 questions. Right. So out of 20, you have to correct 16. Your 16 questions should be correct in each part. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll fail. And one more thing, you don't have any restriction to appear for G1 in a particular day. Even if you fail the first turn, you can directly, if there is time, you can appear for G1 on the same day.
And how much does it cost?
Nothing. At least for 2 attempts, it doesn't cost anything. But if you are going for the 3rd attempt, then you have to pay $15. And then it will be $15 for each turn.
Each turn.
Yeah.
All right. So once you give the G1, you are passed. What document you get?
I got something like this.
So this is just a paper with all the details.
Yeah, just because they tell you that your license will come within 90 days, but I got my license just within 15 days, and here it is. Ta-da!
So this is a G1 license issued by Ontario government, and you get it by post. You have to give your address, the right address.
Yeah, this is G1, and now. Soon I'm going to appear for my G2, and
So after G1, you can go and take your driving lessons and all. You'll be free to go ahead and explore the road. So we are going to share the experience soon, and this was all about G1. If you have any questions, please mention in the comment section below, and let us know your tips or how we can improve the channel, and what is that you want to know that we should make our video.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.